Mhm.
Yeah. It's supposed to. Yeah, it's only the highest security prison that they can manage to build.
So like the only thing that we can like me and
We should
Kiva
we
are
start
going
it
to be the
before
only
we
ones that can do anything.
We'll see. Anyway, welcome everyone.
Kiva's going to be hiding their locksmith or their lock picking kit in a
Okay,
place.
let's start
Yeah.
the stream.
Oh, we started like 30 seconds ago.
Okay,
Great.
cool.
Wonderful,
Stream.
wonderful. Hi, stream.
Hello to me in chat.
Oh wait, I'll join
Wait,
you.
let me pull up the thing.
Anyway, welcome one and all, people who are here and not, to the next episode of our little story.
We're going to jail.
Our little world-changing story, you know.
The gang goes to jail. As we will do, let's begin with introductions of some kind, just to refresh the memories of those who have those memories that aren't big.
You always have such a way with words, Will.
I
So-
am
so
a
beautiful.
wordsmith.
Truly.
Mhm. I guess I'll go first. Hello,
Oh,
my
fuck,
name
I
is
gotta
Dylan,
reorder
and I
it.
play
God.
Ruby, your resident dream monk and reluctantly responsible party member.
This is exactly it. Well, I'm Kit. I play Anathema, also known as Anna, the resident MILF simp, tiefling cleric barbarian of the party, who is wildly responsible. Like, honestly, the most responsible person in the party. Honestly, just breathtakingly, just hands down.
Really just the adult, you know?
Really,
the
it's
mom
truly the
friend.
adult. Truly,
Yeah, for sure.
just absolutely kills it.
I can go next. Hi, I'm Leah. I play Stenna, a wizard necromancer who likes to think about bones more than she likes to summon the undead.
And I'm Felix. I play Kiva, the disgraced gnome royal who is a bastard in every way except for the official one.
And also, I'm Will.
Our wonderful DM.
That one guy.
A. I speak word good.
He
I
speaks.
thought
for the
I was
trees.
Very
100% sure you were about to say I speak for the trees.
Yeah.
I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees. And the trees say, fuck
I'll
off or
break
roll
your
initiative.
knees.
I have not stopped thinking about last week when you were describing Kiva's bird. And I said that it's a six-eyed, two-headed, one-legged Kiva eater. That song has been stuck in my head all week.
Yeah, well, take
That's
care
what
with
you
that
get.
bird, or that it'll be more than a song stuck in your head. It'll have
Oh,
that
no.
image stuck in your head all week, too.
Wonderful,
I
wonderful.
don't know. I could probably.
I've
beat the shit
already
out of
been
this
nearly
bird.
eaten by so many fucking birds, dude. Might as well
Nearly
add,
eaten.
might as well add one
make
more
it make it a reality.
There's that one time, Kiva, when you were but a child that you were fucking picked up by a rock playing just
Oh my god.
outside.
How big was baby Kiva?
Oh my god,
Like,
it would have been
Like
adorable.
6 inches? Like
Oh,
what?
You know, like baby rabbits.
Oh,
I'm thinking more like thimble sized.
Ah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
that is so adorable.
Kiva-
Birds for gnomes is
very
really easy. It just kind of falls out. It's like a panda.
The danger is in losing them.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
shit,
were
where'd I put the
accidentally
baby?
Stepping on
Kiva
it.
has
fuck.
been nearly stepped on many times in their life.
Honey, where'd you put the baby?
Honey, where did you put the heir to our entire estate?
I set them
We
down
put
for
them
what?
in the
2
thimble.
minutes.
God, the cradle is a thimble.
I guarantee that Kiva just fucking disappeared constantly.
That's where
No.
you heightened your rogue skills.
Yeah,
huh?
no, that's
Kiva,
from
why I
birth.
have that is how I have such a good stealth stat.
Mother
Like
will never find me.
Kiva's most traumatic
100%
childhood
convinced.
item. Kiva's most traumatic childhood item is the child leash their parents got specifically for them.
Just a piece of floss. Just
It's just like none of my siblings had to do this. This is humiliating.
With like the
I'm
specialized
100%
harness that goes
sure
on
that
the...
your high stealth is is only due to your size. If you were a normal sized person, you would have the average stealth.
You'd be as stealthy as Anna.
No, for the record, the weight. I know it's hyperbole, but we always describe it as Kiva fucking leaving the dimension. I think it's not just because of my size, okay?
Mm,
You know,
it's the
if you're
trauma
below
of
here,
being-
it becomes a lot harder to see. A lot harder to see.
Oh my god, can you imagine Kiva in a grocery store with their
Oh my god. Lost forever among the aisles.
they go into like the clothes racks in Walmart and they're never seen from again.
Like 5 years later. Oh my god, I think that's a child.
Haha, bitch.
Just surviving off of Doritos and crumbs.
Doritos and mall snacks. All right. Anyway, when we last left our heroes,
Question mark?
heroes.
I would say so.
We're trying to save the world. I think that's pretty heroic.
When we last left our adventurers,
Ruffians.
we were in the magical city of Pol. We had come to a fun heart-to-heart discussion with the leader of the military force, keeping Pol relatively as safe as they can, and had attempted to discover a way into the depths. Where we ended up was at the tower of Grand Magus and Tower Master Craven, where she suggested her best idea to get them into the depths is to have them take the place of prisoners in the depths.
Wait, did she want us to break out prisoners and then like take their place, or like get arrested? Because
I'm
if we
fairly
get
sure she wants us to get arrested.
okay, because if you get arrested, then it's kind of hard to be like, no, we weren't those people. Just leave us alone. And like later on, like I feel like if we do escape eventually,
No,
and like if we don't clarify that shit, then we're gonna get actually
No,
arrested.
Kit, the issue is we wouldn't even be able to get into the depths unless we got arrested.
But then when we get out, assuming that we actually survive and get out, won't we be on the lam? Like, won't people like be trying to find us?
that
Were
is
we
indeed
not already on the lam for a while?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
We'll
is-
just hang
that
out with
is-
Calliope.
indeed a
was-
good question to ask the Tower Master,
Yeah.
whose idea this is.
Hey,
So-
Craven, do you want to explain what you said at all?
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Instead of cliffhangering us for a week.
Shut up with your meta.
and suddenly Anna
Something
felt
I
as
got.
if all the rope she ever came into contact with just disintegrated in her hands. Almost as
Reverse
if
inspiration.
twine dies at her touch.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Anyway,
You can
Tower
never be
Master. Tower
I
Master.
didn't-
I was about to say you can never be a sailor now, but then it occurred to me that Calliope might have some other uses for ropes as well.
Oh. Oh.
Unfortunately,
Took you a second.
rope breaks. No, it's not actually true.
Oh. Gosh.
Tower Master Craven, almost as if there hasn't been a weak pause between then and now, continues on with her sentence to explain her idea.
Mm-hmm.
No, she just stopped moving for a week.
Oh,
All
the
of us were
rope
like-
ended. Whoops.
Oh,
like
she's
a-
just like waving her hands in front of her face, and like, are you gonna continue? Oh shit, I think the dragon's already summoned.
Mages work in mysterious ways, man. Tower Master Craven continues going, of course it would be under assumed identities. You wouldn't go as yourselves. That would be stupid.
Mhm.
Yeah, what kind of idiots would consider going into prison as themselves?
I know, right? That would only be an absolute fool. But none of you are that. So,
Mhm.
Debatable, but yeah.
I can forge you some new identities, perhaps alter your looks a little bit, but you will have to actually be arrested. I can provide you with knowledge of the place you're going into, and hopefully a direction to head once you get in. But
Isn't magic like nullified when we get there, like even more than where we just were? So like even if you put magical stuff on us, would it just like
for the
slough
most
off?
part, yeah.
I
Um,
don't like how your voice got as high as
I
mine
can,
does
I
when I
can,
am
I
nervous.
can, I can, I can do some things that will make your journey in the prison a little bit easier. But I won't lie, this is going to be incredibly difficult. Um, but if the situation is as dire as you say it is, I guess there's no other option, really.
Stena Stena is like takes like 2 steps back from the group and is like, "This is wizard prison, right?"
Yes. Yes, it is, Stena.
You see Tower Master Craven like begin her sentence a few times before just like, you could call it that, yeah.
How about you go in there instead of me? Because you seem to know what's going on a lot more, and like maybe you could navigate the group within the prison, and I could just be out here as like backup with Flilber.
Stena does have a good point.
She starts nodding with you as you're talking. She goes, "Yep, all of these are very solid points. I'm not going to."
Oh, good. Do I have to?
I mean, potentially the three of us could do it. And you could stay out here.
I mean, yeah.
So here's
Stena,
what I
question.
here's what
Wait, Stena, what can you do besides magic?
I can.
Hit with stick.
I have a
Calligraphy.
quarterstaff.
I can put certain seals that will hopefully not be found on your body that will allow you the limited use of some of your spells. Not all of them, but it's better than nothing.
It's arguably not better than not going in there. But
Well,
if you
but
think
here's the thing: if we don't go in there, there's the potential for the end of the world. So
It just does feel like a little bit reckless to throw our party member that's only a wizard. Like I mean, and at least I can be a barbarian. Like I can go into a raid, but like Stena doesn't have that. She'd be like, especially since this
I'm
is a
not saying
place.
Stena should go in. I don't know what she could even do in there.
Okay, good.
That depends on how much your seals work or whatever.
Yeah.
But
If they're
I
not
was
caught,
thinking,
it would allow her the use of up to first level magic.
I feel like
so still that
these
could
would
be
be-
pretty useful.
I feel like these would be caught though, because I mean they are all
Yeah, what do you mean
looking
by
for specific
seals
magic.
on our bodies? Like,
There are, I
what
mean, there is a
exactly?
certain magic that I specialize in. I am a tower master, as you can see, that
Yes, considering we're in the tower.
is specifically inscription magic. I would inscribe certain runes, as I am one of the people who was originally instrumental in constructing the basic seals and networks that would eventually lead to the what is now the depths. So I am vaguely familiar with how the structures and enchantments work around there. I could inscribe these runes inside of our wizard's body, and in such a way that they would avoid detection from any automatic systems or prying eyes, and it would allow the use of up to first level spells. However, it would be completely on you to not get caught using them.
What
Did
do you mean
just say
inside her body?
Yeah, I was like, did you just say that you're gonna put it inside of Stena?
Like on the inside of her lip, or
Oh, that'd be dope.
I
Stena,
mean,
get that.
yeah, I could do it. Honestly, wherever it's completely painless. It's magic.
the underside. But how do you get there? Do you have
Yeah,
to?
I don't know.
Does it have to be exposed?
No, not
Or
necessarily.
Can you just put it wherever you
just-
want?
Like
I
for
just need to
stomach
have
lining?
I just need to have permission to put it there.
Do you
Oh,
want some
okay.
dope seals in your stomach lining? That'd be pretty dope. Some dope tats.
Can somebody heal me, by the way? I'm only at
Oh.
32 out of 38 hit points.
Yeah, I
So-
got you.
Here's my question. 12 is probably dead. Also,
Oh,
or
yeah.
more accurately, wiped from existence.
Mhm.
So, do we know if there's anyone in there anymore that we need to go get?
I feel like there's still a ritual going on. We don't need to get someone, but we
But
do
why?
stop something.
But the person that was doing it in there is gone.
I think there might be someone else though.
I'm okay. So what I saw in 12's book was like, what are you doing here? It was somebody he knew.
Mhm.
And frankly, I'm pretty
No, he's. They said,
curious.
"How did you get in here?"
Oh, is that what he said?
I'm pretty sure.
Still
Can we roll memory?
Yeah.
So now this is like vital. I
Give
need.
me an intelligence check.
Well, Anna's not gonna do very well on this, but I'm hoping that
14?
one of y'all will get this. I actually got a.
Although I wasn't there, so
I think this
Kiva
is a
was the one who
16.
saw it. So just straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also got a 16.
More specifically, Kiva, you vaguely remember the last words you're reading being, "You're not supposed." It's how did you get here? You're not supposed to be here.
Oh, so
Okay.
they know.
So it is pretty
Someone- yeah. I just healed you from 9, by the way.
thanks.
And it kind of just like smacks Kiva and is like, "You're cured, bitch." I feel conflicted about why don't you want to go, Master Craven? Like if these disguises can be so well equipped, and like I do agree that you
well,
being out
one,
there
I think it
could
would be a
help.
lot harder to sneak a wizard tower into this. I think that they would probably know who she is. And two, like
Well, I would like
it's-
her
Like, yeah, sure, she can explain, but
like I want to know like if she has specific reasons.
Well,
'Cause, like, I do agree that it would be good to have an actual like powerful wizard outside just in case we do need some help. However, even you know
more
that,
to the
like,
point, as our young monk was saying, I am in a very official and important position in the town. There are many, many more eyes on me than there are on you, constantly.
Okay.
Beyond that, I have several extremely important duties that I have to attend to or maintain, as I have been entrusted with those duties from people in very important positions around the realm. And thirdly, and completely honestly, while the proof you have given me is enough to want to help you and to do all this for you, I honestly have just met you folks, and I don't know that I fully trust you yet without the full use of my magic at my disposal.
Can we see the mirror again?
Sure.
Yeah.
She hands back the mirror.
Okay, does it still show the same thing?
It shows basically the same thing. The ritual has clearly progressed somewhat. There are a few more people there, a few more objects, and the pool has gotten darker. But other than that, not much of a change.
The
Okay.
pool? Did you know there was a pool?
There was.
There was a pool? I thought it was just a house.
Similar. I remember there was an inky black pool forming similar to the one forming on top of the
Yeah.
altar.
Oh, okay.
so Can I, before we like make any decisions, can I do what I did before and see if that ritual is still being cast in the depths?
Sure. So as you cast before, as you did before, and find that trace and that trail again, I'm gonna need you to roll me a perception check.
15.
Okay, so with a 15, you easily find a similar trace to the one you found last time, and follow it back to the depths. And as you make out the tangled and chaotic mess of various magics and other similar such energies coming from that area, you find that strand of magic and you trace it back down, and it is indeed still coming from the depths and coming strongly enough that you can tell something is active down there.
Okay. So we should get in there.
I just have one more
shit, we
question.
still don't even know. I completely have forgotten about shoot, what's their name?
Remus.
Remus. Yeah,
Oh,
shit.
right.
Where's Remus?
I forgot about Remus too.
Your best guess? Probably where 12 was last.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, I have one
Okay,
last
yeah, we gotta
question
go in there.
for Master Craven.
She turns
What
to
do
you.
you?
Will you fuck me?
Please. Excuse me, Tower Master. Can you step on me?
Please, madam.
Ma'am. What do you plan to do in order to change your appearances? Because I feel like in a place that's specialized for wizards, what you end up doing might just disappear.
Yes. I had thought of that. She turns to you, Stenna. So, young mage, you understand that the more thorough and efficient the process, sometimes the more unpleasant it can be. Yes?
I'm not very much liking this.
Good. She sees you nodding, Stenna. Good. In that case, follow me. And she walks back towards her tower, and heads towards a well-worn wooden door and enters it. And behind it, you see, or just over her shoulders, from what you can make out, you see what appears to be a arboreum of some kind with tropical plants and light streaming into the room.
One more question before we do this.
She called.
What do you expect us to do once we're in there? Like, we don't have any magic. Are we supposed to physically stop them? Do you want us to somehow get out of prison?
She turns back. I'm just getting you into where you need to go. I have no idea what you need to do in there.
Stenna turns to the party and goes, so what the fuck are we doing once we get in there? How do we stop
How are
this
we
guy?
even going to get in
Crushing
there?
some
Because we've only got
skulls.
one wizard.
Oh, true.
The three of us aren't wizards. This
Oh,
is wizard prison. How
Wait,
are we going
wait.
to get in?
He was disguised should be the fucking like buff halfling dude that the gnome guy was describing.
Oh my god. Wait. Okay, so this is Kit talking. In Avatar when they like do like air bending or like they do like
Earth bending style.
Yeah.
That lemur's earth bending.
So Anna's gonna be like, so I remember this cartoon.
No, cartoons don't fucking exist in this
Except
world.
here's the thing. Even if that were true, the
Mhm.
people in the less secure prison supposedly had stolen and drinking the blood of babies.
Oh shit!
How are we
right.
getting into high security prison?
We're threatening to kill all the babies.
Well, Master Craven, if you if you like
report us.
take us over there and be like, oh, these people need to go into the depths,
Yeah.
would that like work?
You see Master Craven coming back out of the room she walked in with what appears to be some kind of mesh, like carrying case of some kind.
Kiva's immediate thought is, oh damn it, not again.
Stunna
From the
looks at the first.
From it, you hear a strange buzzing sound.
Oh.
Stunna looks at that and looks
Oh,
at Craven and goes, if you have a plan is to get us into prison, that's fine. I will go to prison, but can I summon an army of undead first? Can that be the reason we go to prison?
Oh my god.
She shrugs. Sure.
Fantastic. I hate this, but I'll do it. Let's go.
All right. She reaches
Hold
into
on. Wait.
Are you throwing bees at us?
We need to. Okay. We need to actually have a plan first, not just, hey, you summon a bunch of undead people. Like,
Okay.
what are. Hold on. Just slow your roll. What is happening? What are we doing?
I was just going to take you to the prison and tell the guards something.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
I know most of them.
Terrorize.
At least at the
okay,
gate.
okay. Do you
Okay,
know?
I just-
Wait. Do you know anything about the layout of the depths? Because
Yes, I was going to tell you all of that once you had
After
finished
you've-
arguing.
After you
Okay,
threw
good.
bees at
Cool.
us.
Just explain what you gotta explain, please.
All right. So, if I may continue. What I have in here is a strange insect I discovered through my explorations on this new continent. And she pulls out what appears to be some kind of like... It looks basically like a caterpillar with wings. And on the back of the caterpillar, at the very end of the caterpillar, is what appears to be a stinger.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like a wormy with like.
These
Things like that.
creatures, it is an unpleasant sting, but it doesn't last long, and they do, interestingly, cast I wouldn't say a curse, but more of a forced spell of it's a type of disguised self where it just basically randomly alters your appearance for a small period of time.
How drastically does it alter your appearance?
That depends entirely on your luck.
How small of a time? Because, like, it needs to last for quite a while, right?
Most of the time, I've seen the effects begin to wear off within about a week.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
Okay, a week is good.
I don't think we need a.
I
full
hope
week.
we're not in there for more than a week.
Yeah,
You don't
hopefully
plan on
not.
being in there for more than a week.
If we
Although
are
it
in
would be
there for-
very funny to try and see the librarian come in there.
We're like, I don't know who any of those people are. We look nothing like
Uh,
them. How could
As
we?
for the layout of the prison, the prison from the top looks like a normal, albeit more reinforced military-style prison. But the actual complex systems and real interesting depths of the prison is far, far down beneath the surface of this town. This prison spirals downwards, and similar to a screw of some kind. It's meant to disorient, to cause an extreme sense of vertigo in prisoners at certain times.
What is up with this continent's fascination with underground, like dungeon-like facilities? Like first we had like an underground dungeon, like factory with zombies to deal with, and now it's like an actual, like jail.
She gives you a look of confusion. I have no idea what you're talking about, but
It's fine. That was my family specifically.
Yeah, my family's weird.
okay. Anyway, yes, this prison is underground mostly. We find that there are certain elements under the ground that are used to much more easily dampen magic.
Okay.
The deeper you go, usually the more the higher level the security becomes, the more grievous of an offense a prisoner has committed, and the more serious measures are needed to hold them. As I'm sure you were aware when you visited the keep, there were seemingly some very heinous criminals there. The biggest difference is the ones in the keep are put out of, or made no longer dangerous in some way. They're able to be held by more normal means. The depths are for those that either can't be held through normal means or require a much more specialized means to hold them.
Mm,
Interesting.
From what I've heard from those who work there, is there's a difference between the guards who work on the top and those who work in the prisons, and the environment down there is not a good place.
Would you say that everybody there, quote, deserves to be there? Like, as in, like, if we find someone that's like, I'm actually innocent and actually, like, I never did anything wrong, that we could reasonably trust that they're lying?
You can be reasonably sure those in the depths should be there for one reason or another.
For a bad reason?
You don't go there unless you can't be held anywhere else.
Okay.
Was I able to get a sense of like where in the where in the depths the spell is being cast?
Fucking
The
Y
bottom.
coordinate. Oh joy.
Okay,
Excellent.
so we gotta do something bad enough to get down there, or I guess we do something not so bad and then bust our way down there. But that seems like a bad idea. Don't want to have to bust down and then out again.
I think,
I'm
honestly,
sorry. Just
She
you
speaks up.
exactly enunciated P there. So
I
The
think that might be
other
better,
the
though,
other there is one other type of prisoner held at the depths. Not those that are powerful in nature, but those that are needed to be kept out of the eyes of the world for one reason or another, depending on the spells they have cast. I was going to assume that this was probably the way to get you all in.
What do you mean need to be hid from the world?
If I put forth a rumor that you all had been caught casting a specific forbidden ritual, one that would bring the attention of beings from a plane we don't want corrupting this one.
like a void
Mm.
dragon.
I was thinking something more from the ethereal chaos or the
Oh.
9 circles.
Anna just kind of shuts up and kind of like looks down, like, yeah, that'd be really bad to have someone from the 9 circles pay attention to any one of us. Yeah, that's definitely not.
The depths is used as a
Take it
place
down.
for punishment, but also as it dampens the magic of those inside, it prevents unnecessary eyes from looking in.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, cool. That should be nice. Yeah.
I guess this would be the easiest way to get you all in there convincingly, unless you have a better idea.
no, that makes sense.
No, we could
Probably,
tend
and
to do that.
that
yeah.
would get us down to the bottom.
It would at least get you closer.
I think it'd be best for us
So
to
here's the
wait. Let me. Okay. I
Yeah.
think it'd be best for us to be put in a place where it has less security, so not as close to the bottom. Because although we would have to bust out of our cell and go down and then like come back out, it'd be less. I feel like there'd be less security if we were on the bottom, which means it'd be harder to get out, and then we wouldn't be even able to bust out of like the bottom cell potentially. Like, I think that is definitely a concern.
What are the
I
chances they'll
think-
keep us together?
Well, regardless of what the security level is at the top versus the bottom, we have to deal with the security levels at the bottom. Period. That is the only requirement we have because we have to get to 12. So if we
But-
start there, that's the only security we have to deal with. And then we
However,
just bust out.
busting out of a cell is a lot harder than busting into a cell because they're more worried about someone trying to get out of
That
it
is
than someone
definitely
getting
not
in.
true.
That's usually how it is. Like, the locks are on the outside. They don't have like the locks on the inside. For example, like if we were outside, then we could get into wherever it is a little bit
Yeah,
more.
but like the thing is, we'd have to, if we were close to the top, we would still have to fight our way down through however many levels of security. Going
Unless-
down in that spiral that apparently causes a sense of vertigo. And
Mm.
and
Yeah, you're right about that bit. I was thinking we could get like guard outfits and like do the sneaker sneak.
it would not, no, not with
I don't think
These
I
people.
don't think that taking some clothes is going to really convince them that
Yeah.
So if we think how we need a plan to get
Ooh.
out.
Oh wait. Andy Panda had like a really good point in the chat saying that if they're casting a spell down there, are there even competent guards down there? So like even if we do get down there, would there even be
Well, that's kind of what I'm
guards?
thinking is that so if we get put in there and then we catch this person catching a spell and they're not supposed to be doing that, or the prison is unaware, then
Yeah.
that might be good for us. We could probably get out. But I don't think that is the case. I think that the prison might be in on it because the prison and the Ravens both work for the Crown.
Does the prison work for the crown?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's a federal fucking
I
prison.
just wanted to make sure because like the crown is on like a different planet or not planet
Continent.
On the moon.
on the moon. I was thinking if we wanted to avoid the vertigo as we go down, maybe we could just use that what is it fucking called? The thing has like
Grapple hook?
grappling hook, yes. And then just like slide down the rope all the way down.
I doubt that there's a big hole in the middle of it that you can just jump down.
I mean, who knows?
Ravens.
It's there. And like
Well,
Anna looks over at Craven and goes,
There is not a big hole in the middle, no.
damn. I'm so excited.
Do they keep people together or are there individual cells?
It would be hard to say. I generally assume if we go through the ritual method, not the dangerous spellcaster on the loose method,
Mhm.
especially given certain specific contents of whatever ritual I decide to report, you could be kept together.
That would
What-
be preferable to being put in
I generally
solitary.
assume
For
so,
sure,
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
What kind
Especially
of
because Stena on her own is not going to be super helpful.
yeah, what
Do
kind
they-
of rituals are you thinking about like pinning on us?
Well, specifically, I was thinking of this one ritual called the Ritual of the Icicle Moon, where it is designed to specifically get a group of people linked together to have enough life force to project themselves and come into contact with the seventh circle of the Nine Hells, which is a frozen over wasteland of ice and snow. So it is one where they would need enough life force to keep themselves warm when coming into contact with the lord of that circle.
I thought that was going to sound like real cool, but actually that was not what I expected it to be at all. I was like, that sounds really pretty, but no.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
but Kit, your pronoun label says them.
Okay.
I just noticed that, and I was like, oh my god.
them.
Them. Yeah, I got it,
Me
I got
kit, me them.
it.
Okay, but so I'm just based on the fact that it's a wizard prison, I don't think that they are going to have too many
Mm.
physical barriers. Like
I mean,
like
maybe there's like some wizards that like I don't know, curse themselves with swollenness. Like they're like, whoa.
I don't think that's a curse.
Curse
a
of
right.
bodybuilding
swole.
wizard.
Oh, maybe like.
I don't-
Yeah.
But okay, but so I think that they're probably more focused on arcane security than they are on physical security.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's the case, but if that is the case, we might be able to break out. We've got a monk and a barbarian and a rogue. We might be
Oh
able to
yeah,
break
no,
out.
Kiva's gonna be able to break out like immediately if they have physical locks. Like,
But yeah, that's the problem. Is if we can't get past the magical stuff, then we're just fucked.
yeah.
Anna once again looks over at Crave and goes, "Well, what's the intel? What do you know about the locks?"
I mean, it's a pretty safe guess. I completely agree. Most of the defenses there are focused on containment through magical means, suppression through whatever magical means necessary. Again, I don't think most of the drastic measures will even be considered to be used against you, as you are not there for extremely dangerous or violent crime. You're more prisoners, but political prisoners, magical political prisoners.
Okay.
So when you say it's more containment of magical means, do you mean like it's just containing the magic, or do you mean like they're using magic to contain us?
Both
Both,
depends
I
on the
would assume.
situation entirely. Understand, when you go down there, common rule of law no longer applies. It's whatever means necessary to contain the power necessary.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
So okay. What happens if we're down there and we get stuck and then in a week or so we revert back to what we normally look like?
Well, the void dragon would have been summoned by then, wouldn't it?
That would.
I guess that's true.
We'd just be
She
dead
sits there for a
the rest of the
second
world.
and considers what your question and goes, "Don't."
Okay.
That's
I
fair.
thought there was going to be more. but
Oh,
that's
it was just
That's
don't.
fine.
Okay.
Denna's just pacing in the back corner going, I hate my people, I hate my people, I hate my people.
all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm.
Wait, one more thing before we proceed with this plan.
Yes.
Master Craven, those bugs.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you found them while you were traveling around the continent.
Yep.
And I pull out the journal that we got from like those dead dwarves that were and I say, have you ever found any like native communities of people on this continent, people that lived here before the settlers started coming? Because we have, I mean, they were all dead, but I hand her the journal.
She flips through it and you, while flipping through it, you hear almost a whisper come from her voice as she's reading. She's like, oh, I knew it. I had seen some evidence of the case, yes. But the most I had been able to explore, I hadn't yet found any solid evidence pointing to this. Something like this, no.
Okay.
We've got some dead bodies that are evidence if you need them.
Well, we don't anymore. They're
Yeah,
in a
no, they
town
kind
far
of
away
got-
from here.
And they kind of got crushed anyways,
where I
probably
just-
because we did kind of destroy most of the tunnels.
Right, Triana did.
That's true.
We have a place where you can excavate for evidence.
Yeah.
Well, this is unfortunate news, but unfortunately, and she closes the book and hands it back, not altogether surprising news.
Mhm.
Empires are not created on the backs of good wishes and hopes.
It's metal,
I
Yeah.
am learning that, yeah.
That was metal. That was... Anna just shuts up. She's kind of between thinking that like that ritual that she was going to pin on us was like going to be like some cool like magical girl thing, and then like it ended up being like, let's talk to like a king of a level of hell, and like now this she doesn't really
I'm trying to figure
intimidated.
out I'm trying to figure out how many things I can have on me from my inventory that I can sneak into the prison without getting taken away, because like someone else might have to hold the immovable rod. Is all I'm saying.
In the old prison wallet?
Oh no.
Just swallow it.
You better hope that you don't accidentally push that button.
Well, okay, because
Whole
I'm
new
already
definition
like,
to stick up
okay,
your
I
ass.
need to sneak in my thieves' tools, and I preferably like one of my daggers, and then also something else that I'm not going to tell any of you except for Will. So I'm just
All right.
thinking.
I don't want to be the prison wallet of the group. I really don't.
Do you think the ring will still work in there? Or do you think they'll like try
Oh.
and
They'll
take it
probably
away?
Take it.
Yeah.
Unless we swallow it. I don't know if they have
Will,
like
do you have any
X-ray
input
magic.
on that?
Yeah, Anna looks over at Craven again and goes like, "Do we have like X-ray magic out of our bodies, or like what? Would they make us cough while squatting?"
Yep, that's the standard procedure for a high security medical prison. Cough and squat. And then you put your hands over your head and jump so they can hear if you got change in your pockets.
Mhm.
Craven thinks for a second.
How big is that ring we have? Could one of us swallow that and we put everything in the ring of holding?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
if you swallowed something, I could potentially hide whatever you swallowed, but
Ooh, do one of those inscription things on like the stomach lining.
Cool.
Yeah,
Let's
of
put
us and
all
be
of this
like,
shit in
it's
the
a-
ring. I'll swallow the ring. I'm not role playing Ruby shitting out a ring.
I
No, it's like you
listen.
can puke it out.
You can be the poop monk in your heart. We're not role playing that.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's put all our shit in the ring. Just shoot us up with these bugs and put your shit in the ring. We're going, baby.
All right. For the record, I am gonna leave like identifying stuff. Like I've got a signet ring and like my scroll of pedigree and like the silver chain like necklace that I'm going to not have anywhere on us. I'm
yeah.
going to leave them in
Just
the
like
tower.
you have stamps that was like Anna was here.
Anna takes like, well, her rhinoceros
Oh,
beetle
shit,
is
I
like,
should figure out what I'm gonna leave
has-
here.
her
Yeah,
rhinoceros.
you have a fucking rhinoceros.
Yeah,
beetle.
It was in my mind, it was just like do like just kind of
Yup.
like
It's just
waddling,
kind
like,
of trundling along.
yeah, just like having a great time. So Anna's gonna like kneel down and be like, "Hey, I know we haven't known each other for long, but we're-" and Anna looks over at Craven and is like, "It's okay if they stay here, right?" Right?
Yeah, she points to the door, which had like the greenhouse and the massive amount of plants and other insects. And she's like,
Awesome.
I think it would have a good time.
Awesome. And Anna like looked down and was like, "Okay, so you have like essentially a buffet of magical plants to just like peruse. Yeah, I'll be right back though, okay? Don't eat anything weird that she gives you, okay? Just
And the
just-
creature looks up at you, just clicks its mandibles together, and then
we'll figure out a name for you too later, okay?
ponders off to the door.
Adorable. Okay.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions.
Yes.
One, how will our tattoos work
Mm.
in
They-
there? Will
They'll
They'll just be regular prison tats.
Yeah, they won't.
They won't work. Okay.
He was like, only one of mine worked anyways.
How will Sapphire's magic work?
I
And will they let Sapphire in?
would
I don't think so.
probably leave the fox here.
Okay.
I promise to take good care of it.
I'm
Okay.
like, by the way, I'm like reaching out in my head to see if like the bird connection is there.
The bird connection is there. The bird is hunting, doing its own thing, enjoying the sky, and also pointedly ignoring you to continue hunting.
Okay, that's
okay.
fair. Keeve is just like, hey buddy, I'm here, and then just leaves
You're
him
like,
to do his thing.
as soon as you say "Hey, buddy," you can feel the consciousness of the bird, like its beak snaps down on the neck of a rabbit or something. You're like, "Hey, buddy," and
Does
that's the
not like
only
being called
response
buddy.
you get.
Okay, but I do want to be like, so I thought of a name for you, and I want to know if you like it or not. What do you think of the name Helios?
You sense a pause in the creature's eating before it seems to acknowledge the name and then continue eating.
Cool,
Amazing.
thanks. Oh, by the way, if this connection is just like temporarily like shut down for a bit, don't. I mean, I know you're not gonna worry about it, but just like it's a thing that's gonna happen. Just letting you know.
All right.
Why?
You don't get that in
Down
response, but just like
Yeah, just
Yup.
Helios is just like, all
Aight.
right.
Aight.
chill.
Yeah. Go.
Later.
Go.
Will my druid magic work down there at all? Or can I also get one of those runes? Or whatever?
She
Because I only got
With
first
this-
level spells.
with this Craven
so-
stops and she's like, "You know? I don't actually know. I don't think we've ever had a druid down there."
Well, it seemed like I could still kind of access it in the other one. So I would assume.
I mean, you're welcome to try. Yeah, I think it should be it might be you might have some difficulty. It might come out a little weird, but I think you should be okay.
Can you also do that
Okay.
inscription that you're doing for Stenna on me? Just because
Sure. Yeah. Tell me where you two would
Yeah,
like
'cause
it.
I think that my 3 spell slots of cure wounds isn't gonna really help us too much.
stomach lining. Do it somewhere where they won't be able to see.
Okay.
And then
And
I guess
you feel she like moves her hand as if she's drawing in the air, and then in your stomach you feel this sensation almost like indigestion as there's like this weird feeling of indigestion, then this weird feeling as if someone's literally just poking and moving their finger on the inside of your body. It's not painful, it's just
Weird.
really strange, and then it's done.
Okay, thank you. And also, I guess Anna turns to Ruby, goes, turn Ruby's stomach into a prison wallet? Am I using that right? I don't know. Anna's like doesn't know.
I don't want you
to.
to turn my stomach into a butthole.
Anna's like,
Please don't do that.
that's what it was? Oh my.
I was totally misinformed.
I was totally misinformed.
Ruby, you
They
feel
never
a
said anything about this in the temple.
you feel a similar sensation of someone like tracing their finger on your stomach. It's really weird. But then it's gone.
Okay.
He was like, heh, I can't do magic except for one cantrip, so I don't need that shit anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think it will make much of a difference, but can I prepare all of my first level spells and have just those?
Sure.
Okay.
Where do you want the mark?
Left lung.
Whoa.
Okay, you get this weird feeling as if like your lung is deflating and then it reinflates and you're fine.
You're just coughing and wheezing for 30 seconds.
Just like, oh, okay, we're good.
Okay, so stuff I'm leaving at the tower. I'm leaving all my normal monk clothes. I'm leaving this magic metal from that I keep on the ends of my stick.
That's on my stick.
I think I'm gonna leave all the money here because we don't need it in the ring, and that's like, I don't know. It's not going to serve us any use,
Yeah.
and if they take the ring,
Maybe
then
don't
we're fucked
tell
completely.
Craven that we have all that money. I mean, they're wizards, so she probably has
Craven's
like,
fine.
a bunch of stuff, but we don't know if she's
You see Craven
starved for
like
money.
it's you see like the money flashing. You're worried. You look at Craven for a moment, and you see she is. Her thoughts are so far away from their money. She's like looking at the insect bag and like looking back excitedly, like, "Oh, I want to see what happens when I do this. I'm so excited for this shit."
Oh no. Okay. Okay. I guess yeah. I'm gonna unequip.
We do also have
all of this.
those potions, those rock potions that we should keep that we should bring. So I'll put all that in the ring. Yeah, I'll put all that shit in the ring and put all your shit in the ring and then swallow it, I guess.
So many daggers. I have like 10 daggers and they're all going in that fucking ring.
All right. Well, with all that, you see that she's like now just like taking out one insect per person, lining them up on a tray she has. Just
oh my
like,
god.
Shoot me up with that bug shit.
all right.
He was like, "Is this drugs? Is this drugs?"
Oh my god.
No. And she places a caterpillar-like creature on the like behind each one of your ears.
My knife tattoo.
There is a moment's pause before, right under your ears, all of you feel this very sharp, hot, stinging sensation as you are all stung by these creatures, before they all seemingly, like, first take on, like, camouflage, take on the same hues and tones as the flesh they are attached to, and then fall off. When they fall off, you feel, starting with the point that you were stung in before, this warmth that slowly begins to spread through your face, and your neck, and through your whole bodies as this warmth starts to get hotter and hotter and hotter. For some reason, the image of soft clay comes into your head. It's almost as if you yourself are a piece of clay to be molded into a new form. And as that image fades, so does the warmth throughout your bodies. And I would like each one of you to roll me a d20 and tell me the result.
I was hoping you'd have a mechanic for this.
15.
Well,
I got a nat 20.
Oh shit.
It's probably a waste, but I did.
What'd you
Why
get,
am I-
Kit?
Why am I not surprised?
What'd you get?
Are we adding anything to this, Will?
You are not.
Got a 4.
Okay, and the warmth has finished spreading throughout your bodies, and you now feel back to your normal, usual selves. Your height remains unchanged, but looking around, you see that...
Kiva's like, damn it.
Kiva, looking around, you see that your companions now look vastly different from what they have before. Kiva, you see where Ruby once stood as a proud monk. You now see a muscular, the same size. The muscles seemingly almost have swollen up on Ruby's form. The skin tone has changed to that of a olive green, and it seems like Ruby has taken on the form of a full-blooded orc.
Dope.
What's up? I'm Prison Ruby.
Looking at Anna, you see the once tiefling creature is now a completely normally like peach-toned, average-looking human.
What? Like, does it look like Anna, but like if she was a human?
Yeah, completely human.
Where'd your tail go?
Anna's like, my tail's missing. He starts like fucking whipping around, like where like you know that thing that like dogs do where they just like run around
Yeah.
in like circles. He's
Wait,
just
what?
doing that.
What would happen if you summoned your wings?
Anna's like,
Yeah.
step back, and then she starts doing a magical transformation. What happens? It goes on for 45 seconds.
Your wing, each wing comes out as a different bird's wing. One is a goose wing, one is a dove's wing, one is a eagle's wing, and one is a pigeon's wing. And they're all the same size as before, but they're all just random different bird's wings.
And it's just like, what the fuck? And she's also still like
That's so
turning in circles,
cool.
like,
Kiva,
Mm-hmm.
actually you don't see what you look like because we're doing
No,
this
I
from your
don't.
perspective. You look over at Stenna, and you see the half-elf before you is now a extremely tall dwarf. Like a dwarf if you took the dwarf model and then just like stretched up the JPEG
Oh my god.
without resizing it properly.
it's a noodle.
Do I have
noodle
braids
dwarf.
and everything?
Yes, very long beard.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Noodle dwarf.
I immediately like look around for a mirror because I gotta see what I look like.
Okay. Everyone, you are watching this tiny form scurry around looking for a mirror, and all of you, including Tower Master Craven, are trying really hard not to laugh
Oh no.
as this tiny green-scaled midget dragonborn runs around looking for a mirror to look at themselves in.
Oh my god, that's
Do they have dragon's breath? Do they have a breath weapon now?
It's just a sky self. It doesn't change the.
You don't know? You haven't tried yet.
I want to try.
All right, Kiva, you try and exhale a breath weapon, and as you are a green dragonborn, you imagine this deadly acid spewing from your mouth, and instead this like small green poof comes out of your mouth, and it smells really acidic.
Ooh.
Cool. Oh my god.
That might help with bars.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm
Like-
so
Oh,
excited.
definitely put your alchemy jug in the.
Yes,
the alchemy
I
jug
goes
do
in the
alchemy
ring.
jug, yeah.
Anna is also gonna put her ruby war hammer.
So
in
Kiva is
the
currently
bucket.
a green dragonborn the size of Kiva.
That is adorable. Oh my god, someone needs to draw that. Someone please.
Just like a little. This is basically a kobold.
Yeah, no, it's just like a tiny kobold.
Adorable. Anna's kind of just like staring at her hands, and she's just like isn't quite processing that like she looks human right now. She's just like staring at it, and she just keeps on like holding her hands in front of her, and then like turning them to like the palms, and
It's
then
like
like
that
going back
scene
and
in
forth.
Shrek.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
god, it's exactly that. He's like, I've been so hated all my life, but yet
He's just
now I have skin.
looking in the reflection in windows and in a water bucket, just like, what?
I look handsome.
Just change it.
Oh
God.
god.
Fiona.
Yeah.
Someone puts Fulber in her beard.
Oh my god. That's the best. I love that. Noodle dwarf with a octopus.
Noodle
Wait,
dwarf.
Find Familiar is a first level spell, so you will be able to cast it in there.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And with that, Tower Master Craven hands you each like traveling cowls to put over your heads as you are. And then she explains like if you were taking on the role of magical political prisoners, you need to look the part. I suggest hiding your faces.
Ah. Anna is a little
Kiva's
bit.
like, I am one step ahead of you. I always hide my face.
Anna's a little bit bummed that like she can't show off her new human face, so she just like kind of puts him down, just like, and she you just hear it like throughout this walk of because I think that we're probably gonna end up walking like somewhere.
Mhm.
She's just like very dramatically sighing. She's like, and it just goes on for like 10 minutes.
Kiva's,
Everyone just-
Kiva's so excited to be a tiny dragonborn.
It's adorable.
It's the coolest thing.
So cute.
Also, the fact that they have little tiny acid spits is
Mhm.
great.
It's awesome.
It's just acid reflux, is what it is.
Kiva doesn't know what that is.
So as you all are walking towards the depths, you hear Tower Master Craven basically walking and chanting various spells that Senna, you realize are completely like random nonsense spells, which are basically just leaving different styles and traces of magic all over you. So when they search you and inspect you, they're like, oh shit, they have so much crazy ritual demon magic on them. Looks like we got it all. No need to keep looking.
Yeah.
Anna starts casting mending on random things, like mending. She's trying to help out.
Kiva keeps like spitting their acid onto like a piece of cloth so that Anna can mend it.
I was like, whoa, that piece of cloth is the most magical thing that they have on them.
Kiva, you notice a small child staring directly at you doing this.
I spit towards the child,
Oh my
not at it.
God.
I just want to scare it a little, like.
They're like, ah! They run back. They're like, Mom!
Imagining like Kiva like hissing at people and like Anna's just like no, and like just like kind of like puts a hand on like their shoulder and like guides someone like no, we're not scaring small children.
It's like
Yes,
that
we are.
scene in Jurassic Park. Just, clever girl.
Oh, I was imagining the scene where the dinosaur spits acid at the guy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh,
Oh no, that's
I've
the
nev-
Velociraptor scene.
No,
you're
it's
right.
not.
You're right.
I've
I
never
confused the
I've
Velociraptor scene
never-
and the acid spitty scene.
I've never seen Jurassic Park.
We're
So
watching that.
there's
as
an
soon as I'm
acid
back
spitty
down in
scene
SoCal.
where this guy gets acid spit on him, and that's what I was thinking of. But then there's a Velociraptor scene where this guy gets hunted down by Velociraptors, and he's a hunter who gets out hunted. So he's like,
Clever girl.
and then he dies to the Velociraptors.
Gets
Nice.
eaten, yeah.
Vegan
Spoilers,
doctor.
by the way. Sorry.
I didn't just kind of assume
It's
that he had a
Jurassic
heart
Park.
attack.
And then he had a heart attack and died.
then he lived for another 15 years and died from old age.
He lived happily with the Velociraptors.
Yeah.
So eventually, you all find yourselves brought to the looming structure that is the depths. You see what appears to be two red-roofed guard towers that stand almost in front of this square-shaped building behind it. The guard towers are flanking on either side this large red dragon statue. This is another symbol that the royal family uses, as it is meant to both symbolize the kingdom, and the color is meant to symbolize sunrise, the sun, light, all motifs of the current kingdom. The dragon seemingly is standing watch over the entrance to this prison, and as you walk past this statue, you could almost swear the eyes follow you.
I spit at it.
Sure,
As
do.
soon as I found out I could do that, I was like, haha. I spit.
The face property.
The face property.
It is time for graffiti.
Yes.
You make a smiley face with a spit like, yes.
You are seemingly brought into what appears to be a Kiva, for your experience, being briefly brought into, like, you know, the front of prisons, like, because they tried to be like, oh, we're gonna teach you a lesson this time and hold you for an hour before your family releases you again. Every time you were arrested as a kid.
Often.
So this looks pretty standard to you. It's like, it's a normal office. It's you know, people walking around, filing paperwork. It doesn't look like there's too much going on. And as Craven walks up to the front desk, she goes, I have 5 guests for the lower floors. And as
5?
soon as she says that, it's the normal ambiance in the room comes to a stop. And it's instead filled with this almost icy silence as everyone waits for the Tower Master continue speaking. And she
Who's the
leans
5th?
forward.
Who's the 5th?
1, 2, 3. Oh, I counted myself on. Never mind.
I
Um,
was so scared. Oh my
I was
god.
like,
I was like, there's a
What?
ghost.
and Steven, your new best friend. Um,
I was like, what the fuck?
and she continues and goes, these 4 individuals were attempting to get my attention in hopes that I would give them some form of apprenticeship. By doing so, they found and casted a forbidden ritual. And she gives them a knowing look as they start to automatically guess what kinds of rituals. And she's like, of course, being the young and impressionable fools that they are, they attempted to come into contact with someone far above their punching grade. And the man nods. If you would be so kind as to show these poor fools the error of their ways, as well as keep them safe from unwanted and corrupting influences, I would be ever so thankful. And the guard nods before seemingly leaning over and pushing something under his desk, speaking a few words, and a previously unseen door in a brick wall slides open, leading towards a long, dark alleyway. And he goes, well, and he looks at you all, if the guests could please walk over there, we will treat them kindly until they have seen the error of their ways. With that, Tower Master Craven turns to you and goes, I wish you 4 the best of luck, and leaves.
See, Anna had been considering spitting, and so Anna saw not Felix, Kiva like spitting and was like, oh, okay, ruffians, yes, we are criminals spit. But then this
Literally
guy
just about to say I spit at the guard.
like the guard like pressed like a button and stuff, and then it seemed like Anna was like, oh shit, maybe that's not the best idea. So she's like, never mind.
A little bit of drool, just.
He was just being a little shit right now. Like they're going, meh, meh. If the guests would follow me, meh, meh, we should bitch him back, meh, meh.
All right, so Kiva, your sass continues as you walk down the hallway, flanked on either side by guards. Just, ooh, look at you, big scary guards. Eventually, you are brought to a dead end as the guards stop. And as you stand there for a second, you feel the ground under you shake and then slowly descend as you begin to move downwards.
It's an elevator.
Uh,
Kiva's not impressed.
Anna's holding onto the ground. She's like not
You-
very. She's like, what's happening? They're gonna kill us.
you all find yourself sinking into the ground, and it lasts for about 3 minutes. But the dead silence in there makes it feel much longer.
Anna,
It's not dead silence. Kiva's going me.
and Anna's screaming. And it's like positive, like they're gonna kill us.
As you reach the bottom, a altogether unsettling sight awaits you. You see in front of you, and I will post this now in the Discord. What you see, the walls in front of you.
Let me pull this big baddie up.
Oh. I see it on the street.
I'm not seeing it.
So there you
Oh,
go.
There it is.
Oh,
There it
that
is.
that looks.
You see the walls in front of you, chains coming
That's
off of them.
Face.
There's a face.
You see what appear to be sometimes windows that look into the insides of the walls where
That's fucked up.
arcane power and magic seem to be crackling through the very walls of this prison.
That's
and as
fucked
well,
up that they did that.
You spy what appears to be hands stuck inside the wall and a face contorted in terror and pain, petrified, frozen in time, almost made one with the wall. The guards walk past it, looking at it, and go, "You have to contain them somehow."
Anna just recovered from like thinking that they were going to kill them like on the elevator, and is once again just like she's catatonic. She's catatonic.
I'm just like, you're not gonna do that to us though, right? Like that's just for the people who are actually dangerous, right?
The guard looks at you and looks back and continues walking down the hall.
And it's like silently crying. Just like
Okay, internally Kiva's like, okay, they're trying to scare us. They like to be, ooh, Mr. Big Strong Man. But externally they're like, oh shit. Maybe we made a
And
mistake trying to
Is the
summon
mind
a
link
demon."
still working?
For now, yes, Mind Link seems to still be working.
I guess I was gonna say something. I don't even know what I would say though.
sup,
Just like,
fam.
It might be a good
like,
idea
hey,
to try and calm
how's
Anna
everyone
down.
doing?
Yeah, Anna's just crying because she's like, I knew, like, okay, like I've gone through discrimination because of races before as a tiefling, but now I never expected that now that I look like a human, that now I'm getting in a worse situation. She's just muttering
Anna.
under
Anna.
her breath.
Kiva's just like,
Anna.
it's okay. They're trying to scare us. We're not actually gonna end up like that.
At least you aren't actually a wizard.
These
She's got a
guys are
point.
these guys just don't feel any power in their day-to-day life, and so they like to pretend to be powerful down here.
As you continue down the hallway,
She's
eventually
fucking
you
psychoanalyzing these bitches.
eventually you all reach passing by hand reaching out of the wall after hand reaching out of the wall, and the occasional face poking through.
Kiva's so tempted to give one a high five.
Can
but
I
roll
just
an
they
insight
don't
check?
want to do that.
Sure, you can go for it.
I want to know whether or not these are alive or were alive.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 14 plus 6.
So
Yee.
walking by, you look into one of those windows on the wall that seems to have arcane energy crackling through it, and you notice something. And you notice this. You notice that first, you're pretty sure that not only were these people once alive, they are probably still alive in some form of suspended state, whether conscious or not. You're not sure. But the other thing you notice is a lot of this arcane power and electricity seems to be whipping off of them, coming from them,
They're
being
using them as
supplied by
batteries.
them. And as you notice this, you reach the end of this hallway, and there's a large
They're
metal gate in
using
front of
these
you.
to power the prison?
And you hear one of the guards say, "Prisoners coming from the batteries going down."
That's so fucked up. That
It's the
is so
fucking
fucked.
magic matrix.
Anna starts blubbering more, and like the mind leads like, "You mean they're using people as batteries? What the fuck is this place?"
Look.
And the gate
Oh my
slides
God.
open. Oh, the gate slides open, and you are led forward into now what appears to be a corridor that is slowly spiraling downwards. You are now at the main body of the prison.
Whack.
Is the mind
Whack.
link is the mind link gone now?
The mind link is still there. Although, speaking through it, it's almost as if everyone's, like, talking to you through some kind of, like, muffle.
Like a ham radio?
Yeah, like, they're talking at you with their face in a pillow or something.
Anna might as well be doing that right now. She's just, like, isn't making any coherent sense.
Yeah, Anna, this is... As you walk down, you notice sometimes you see cells, sometimes you can only assume that this long stretch of empty wall, there's a cell behind there. And each different cell seemingly has a different method of containment or a different prisoner within it that needs something else. You see cells made out of glass and paper, cells made out of air, and elements you can't even recognize. You see the most inhumane of restraints. You see people trapped inside ice, inside the belly of different creatures. You see people strung high up on walls so they can't touch the floor. There are as many ways of containment as there are prisoners in this place. And each one
That
is
fucked up.
maybe not more horrifying, but stranger than the last.
And it's just like through the mind link, she's like, "I can fucking see this." Like she's like, her eyes are clearly like very intense, just like looking at them. Like whenever she can catch one of the other party members' eyes, and then like looks over at like what like they just passed. Like, are you fucking seeing this though? This guy is inside the belly of something, but I can still fucking see it. She's not having a good
Yeah.
The last cell you pass is what appears to be this large, naturally formed cave system, with the mouth of which is barred off with bars made of pure silver. Behind which there appears to be a single wooden post. And tied to that post is a blackened and charred skeleton, sitting in the middle of a lake of naturally pooling lava.
What?
Would Stena recognize any of this or the reasons why certain methods are used?
You would. And Stena, this last one you would recognize, you could at least hazard a very particular guess at. This final cell, seemingly very close to the bottom, is probably for someone who the only way to keep them locked up is to keep them in a state of death. This is probably someone who has achieved a level of magical ability or found some kind of secret so strong that even unlife no longer has a full hold on them. And so the only way to keep them in one place is to kill them over and over and over again.
Sick.
Let's break them out of prison.
Great idea.
Have we? I mean, have we or would we have passed anything that makes that like we think is where the ritual is coming from? Like, is there any indication that could be?
As of right now, there is no indication. However, Ruby, your best guess is as you pass this final cell, you are led to what appears to be a normal-looking wooden door, which the guard opens up and gestures for you to go inside. This, however, is not the end of the hallway, as it appears the hallway continues to a staircase leading down.
The fuck?
Have we passed other guards, or is it just the one leading us down?
Seemingly, there are not a lot of physical guards here. You see some every so often, but there aren't a ton of guards, it seems.
Gonna have to do something once we get left alone, but I don't have anything yet.
Yeah.
Kiva's just making note of like the different cells, how many guards, how like frequently they see them, like how frequently they seem to patrol, and also how far down they're getting.
Okay. Kiva, you, to your best guess, it's strange as you continue spiraling down, even though you can't really see how far it goes. This sense of extreme vertigo continues to come over you every time you look at the floor. Anytime any of you look at the floor, you get this sense of just overpowering vertigo.
Okay.
Almost as if you're going to pitch over and fall. But to your best guess, Kiva, you've descended roughly 30, 35 floors now.
Okay.
As you've reached near the bottom and are led into a small empty room with a single wooden table in the middle and 4 wooden chairs surrounding that table.
Is that our room?
The guard gestures inside, says, "Your suite," and begins to walk back up the spiral.
He didn't even wait
He
for us to
didn't
go
lock
in.
us in the room?
Yeah, wait, what?
Nope, he didn't lock you in.
And can we just walk around? Can we just wait until he leaves? And like not...
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Alright, that's
I
what
do
wanna
that
know what the
too.
hell is going on. Okay, so
Senna wants to check the tables and the chairs.
Sure.
okay, dirty 20.
So it seems like this
Got a
guard.
24, by the way.
It seems like this guard, as you are introduced as political prisoners, doesn't get the same sense of danger from the others locked up in this prison, as well as he's been led to believe that the reasons you are here is because you are not only did something highly illegal, which you get the sense you will be questioned about and probably punished for in some way in this prison, if given the chance, but you're also brought here to hide from the eyes of a lord of the 9 circles of hell. So it's pretty safe to assume that like you kind of want to be here.
Right.
Okay.
Can we keep going further down?
You can try.
Real quick, can I... So I want to try and cast
Can you
detect
shit out the
magic.
ring?
Well, I wasn't going to do that yet. I'm going to wait till we think we need that. But
I just don't
I
really
wanna
want to
ch-
keep exploring without some stuff, you know?
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
I want to well, but here's the thing. What I'm about to do is going to check whether or not we can pull out the ring.
Ah,
I want to cast detect magic. As I want to ritual cast detect magic once we get in the cell. I'm specifically looking for any like with the spell clairvoyance or whatever, you get like these magical nodes around, like the way that the spell is described is like there's a magical node that if someone is attuned to magic can see it if they're looking. So I want to look for anything like that might be watching or listening to us.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You cast your ritual. And It appears there are some basic magical spells that are for the sole purpose of listening in.
Okay.
Listening, not watching.
Not watching, just listening.
So yeah, we're gonna keep
So
all of our talks
everyone,
in the mind.
can we still mind link?
You can.
Okay.
Can I illusory script the table?
You can.
Anna sighs very dramatically and just like puts her head in her hands and just.
I'm gonna warn everyone: don't say anything out loud.
What if the clairvoyant spells can hear in the mind link?
Well, then we're fucked either way. So
Is there
Fair.
history of that? Like, is that a thing?
I don't know why they would be able to do that. But
You have not yet heard of a clairvoyant spell that allows for general overhearing of mental communications.
Okay.
like, unless it was like some detect thoughts bullshit, like in addition to it, then I don't think so. But you never know.
Damn, sure is convenient that we have a fucking mind link we can speak through then.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna. We're getting the ring out.
That
It's out
happened.
now.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
it
at that! It
happened.
happens. It's done.
Anna just
It
starts
happens.
kicking a wall. She just starts kicking a wall and just like, fuck this shit. Just continues to kick it.
Did Stena find anything when she looked around the room?
You found a lot of dust.
There's
Is
nothing.
there no like room for beds or something?
No,
Is there no bathroom?
there's a bucket.
Are there torches or is it dark in here?
There are torches.
And it is the table and the chair specifically, they're just regular, right? They're not.
From what you inspect, yeah, there's no magic on them. It just seems they are worn, used chairs, and the table, while perfectly normal and doesn't have magic on it, appears to have scratch marks, nail marks, marks of either duress, nervousness, fear, something along those lines.
I would like to start meditating and try and see if I can find where the ritual is coming from, like in relation to us.
Okay, so Ruby, you start meditating, and you dip into the dream world. As soon as you enter, you get the feeling like that if you hadn't been training for years to do this, you would have just fallen on the ground and gone completely almost catatonic from the level of pain and mental shock you just experienced.
Oh.
You see around you the desires, the madness, the pain, the extreme emotions, whether violent, sad, happy, whatever they are, of every single prisoner in this complex. You see them heightened, you see them manipulated, you see them restrained in every way imaginable, and some you hadn't pictured before. It's a cavalcade of macabre, absolute horror and magical misery. But pushing through it, you look around and you see down below, leading down the hallway and the staircase going down, you see that same wisp of outer darkness that the ritual gave off as you looked for it before.
Kiva's loaded up with daggers and ready to go.
As you walk down those stairs in the dream world, however, you get down about a flight of stairs and you see stairs continuing to go down. However, you cannot continue down for a solid sheet of murky ice, as if frozen from the depths of the ocean, is blocking your way.
Not again. That's the Void Dragon.
Okay, we're going down there, I guess.
Anna gets her hammer.
There's nothing else we can do.
A movable rod.
I'm glad
Also, my secret item. That's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
That didn't go in the ring. That was in someone's prison wallet.
Whose we'll never tell.
I mean, obviously mine. I don't want any of you knowing what it is.
Oh. Okay, I guess we will.
Dumbass.
I guess we will tell.
You're
Pretty
too
sure it's a
small.
wallet.
It would not fit. It would come out your mouth.
Did they search us? Did they search us?
They didn't physically search you, but you can only assume that they did.
They didn't make a
Okay.
squat cough, so I think we're good.
No, they did not make you squat cough.
I'm not gonna pull out my staff because that's impossible to hide. But I am gonna pull out a knife.
Oh, wait, we're supposed to be hiding still? Anna kind of like is holding her warhammer, like that's like the size of hers, like we're supposed to hide?
Yeah, you're supposed to hide as in the distance you still hear guards moving about the prison. And
The idea is that if we get caught, we can just say, "You didn't close the door. We assumed we could go anywhere."
Oh. Anna's like,
Yeah, no, put
oh, okay, put it back in. Anna's just like, I have my fists. It's fine.
Stena hides her glass skull in a different part of her beard.
and Flober's still there too.
Yeah, Flobler is still there.
I want to reach out to Helios, see if that connection is suppressed or not.
You feel Helios's presence, but communication is not happening.
Okay.
I think Ruby wants to. Well, Ruby wants to get out of here for a lot of reasons, obviously. But I think this is the first time that Ruby has been without Sapphire since they got Sapphire,
Mhm.
and that is tough for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like having that companionship all the time, and then having it taken away this fast is difficult.
Yeah.
Kiva sits on Ruby's shoulders like, it's okay.
it's just patting. Ruby said, like, it's okay. It's okay.
That damn
I
fuck
guess
stole my
I'm gonna
spot
start-
first anyways.
I guess I'm gonna start heading down the stairs.
Okay.
Mm.
As soon as you all exit the room, from the cave cell just before yours, you hear, "Hey, you guys out there?"
Is that the skeleton thing?
Kiva absolutely wants to go talk to him.
Is this the skeleton?
Hello.
Is this the skeleton?
Prison Ruby.
Lava skeleton?
Stena wants to try and use the skull on this skeleton, even though it's
No,
technically
no,
still
no, no, no,
alive.
no, no, no.
Yes.
He 100% has something that, like, it will go off if we use magic.
No, we can't fucking. No.
You will literally disrupt this
We can't
entire
do
mission.
that. You'll get us all killed.
Kiva's going over to talk to him like, what's up?
Stena's following.
What's up? Kiva's also keeping an eye on Stena because no.
I'll break your fucking skull. Like I'll break the glass skull if you
All right.
like. That's not.
So,
I'll just take out your actual skull. Just kill you.
Kiva, you walk towards the cave, and you hear, "Hey, are you out there?" And as you look in, you see what appears to be a fully reformed, sitting on top of the pole, is a fully reformed body, legs, feet, legs, torso, chest,
All the
arms.
things the body normally has.
Everything except the head is still a blackened and charred skull. You
Wild.
see the flesh of the neck starting to reform and grow up towards the head as the person goes, "Ah, wow, you actually came to talk to me. the head isn't moving. The skull is still, the jaw is dislocated to one side, and the voice is just coming from the skull as the person grabs the jaw and snaps it back into place.
Kiva's just like, how the fuck are you talking? Like your tongue and your vocal cords aren't finished like reassembling yet. How
Where's
the
your
hell?
larynx?
How are you doing that?
And you see flesh slowly start to crawl up over their chin and fill in their mouth. A tongue starts to grow. Their mouth moves as it crawls up
You're
over their
concerned
nose.
about the talking and not the regenerating head.
And
I mean,
eyes.
This is a high security max security magical prison. Like I've seen weirder. Anyways.
And
My aunt literally turned my cousin into a zombie. Trust me, this is not the weirdest thing.
you see
Cyborg zombie.
curly black hair grow from their head as you are sat face to face with a almost cherub-like looking, very plump and smiling gnomish female. She goes, "Well, that's always exciting. Anyway, I didn't imagine anyone would answer my little call. So nice to talk to someone after all this time."
Anna's like peeking around the
What do you-
corner.
what do you-
It's like this.
what-
like,
What do you
is
mean
going
your
on?
little call?
Well, you clearly heard me calling out from the cell. You came to talk to me. I'm so bored. No, the guards have stopped talking to me ages ago.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been in here?
Why is that?
Oh, who even knows at this point? What is time anyway?
A construct.
Oh,
Time's
just
not a construct.
quite a while. You can rest assured at that.
So,
Why did they stop talking to you?
what are you in for, huh?
Oh, you know, this and that.
Oh, same.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Damn pigs. Can't even see what's really important. I always gotta arrest me for such strange and petty crimes. Magical experimentation. These spells are unsafe. Ugh.
Why do they keep killing you though?
Well, they gotta keep me here somehow.
I mean, but you regenerate every time. Like, why couldn't you break it right now?
Well, you see, and she reaches her hand out just over the pole, and as soon as her hand passes like a certain distance away from the wooden pole, the lava, seemingly with a mind of its own, leaps up and completely disintegrates the arm.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm a little stuck.
But if you can just
Awkward.
regenerate, couldn't you just go for a swim and hop on out of here in like 20 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could, but as I just demonstrated, and she holds up the stump, there's no limb left.
Oh. What happens if you
So-
get disintegrated completely? Would
It's a real pain in the ass to reform, that's for sure.
Mm.
Someone in our chat just said Deadpool.
I'm thinking of ways that might break this person out, but I'm not going to say them because
yeah,
I don't.
that's not.
Kiva is already 100% on board to get this chick out of here. Like,
Let's do it later after we save the fucking world.
I know, but it's like,
What would happen if
Do
I tried
I-
to resurrect your bones?
wait,
Oh, what would
Will. Is there? Could Kiva recognize anything about this gnome? Like that might identify what family she's from, like what region? Could I know anything about her?
Make me a history check.
I was serious about the bone resurrection thing.
She smiles at you and goes, I would be a nice way to resurrect me, but I don't think you could control me.
22.
I'm not about controlling you. If I resurrect you closer to the bars, though.
Could work. 22,
And it's like-
huh?
Doing?
Stop talking about it out loud.
22. You, you don't. There might be something on the tip of your tongue. Uh, you vaguely maybe remember something about someone called the Maven, but you don't know. The Maven, the matriarch, you know, it's something that starts with an M.
Right.
That name has literally been on my mind recently. So like the fact that you fucking use that name, just like it's got me shook.
There's not like a rap sheet on the wall, is there?
There's not like a exhibit like, "Hi, my name is, I am from, my natural habitat is."
It's like one of those pet adoption things where it's like temperament, personality trait.
Oh my gosh. Kiva's trying to think of how to, like... Kiva's realizing that they did not come up with any fake names.
She goes, "And who might you be, dear?"
I have a fake name.
Spicy Spice.
Your fake name is Prison Ruby.
No.
It's
No,
Pruby.
no. That was a joke. My actual fake name is Archibald.
Okay.
Archibald.
That makes sense with the voice you did.
Yeah.
Kiva panics and is like, Eric.
Eric. Oh, lovely to meet you, Eric.
And you are?
You can call me Matilda.
Matilda. Okay.
Yes. Matilda Silverthread.
Kiva's like, shit.
Wait, do you know a Matilda?
Kiva, you have no idea what she's talking about. You've never heard of a fucking Matilda Silverthread in your entire
Not even
goddamn
like
life.
really
No.
far back
No,
in
I'm
the
just
family
like
tree.
90% sure she knows that you're a gnome. I like.
Kiva's just like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's it.
I feel like I've heard of that surname before.
Oh? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, there was a bit of a scandal, wasn't there? That's a gnomish family, right? There was a bit of a scandal where somebody was like exiled for something.
Yes, I'm sure they were.
Proper
God damn
pronouns too.
God damn
Um,
it.
That sounds quite like that family.
Does it?
How long have you been in here?
Again, I'm not so sure what
How many times have you died?
what year
in
is it
here?
out there?
We don't know either.
I don't know, but I'd say the
Question.
year. Like Ruby knows the year.
Yeah, you say the year. I haven't figured out a calendar for this world yet. I'll let you know when I do.
no.
She's like, "Oh, she starts counting on her fingers. This place has been a prison for something like 2,000 years.
Wait, and Craven was one of the people that helped lay the foundation for this place?
Wizards, man.
Yeah,
Wizards.
this prison hasn't been around for 2,000 years. She's been in this cave for about 2,000 years.
Oh,
Oh.
What?
And
So she was in the cave before the prison existed.
So it seems.
what?
I'm just like, holy shit, that's a really long like line of people to stay in power enough that this person like
Did you meet people on this continent when you first came here?
Of course.
What kind of natives?
Well, I'm not sure what you mean. All kinds. There's thriving cities here. There's plenty of people. Lots of.
oh
What kinds of races did you meet?
Well, races from all over. This, I believe, is we should be close to the central hub for both trading and exports. There was elves and dwarves of all kinds, gnomes and humans. Some races here hadn't been seen in the mainland for hundreds of years, even us.
They aren't even seen on this continent anymore.
I'm sorry.
A lot has changed in the 2,000 years you've been down here.
Government sucks.
I love that.
At least that doesn't change.
Can I roll insight on this lady?
Sure.
Because I don't know if anything she's saying is true. And I don't know if this is going to tell me if it is, but... that's a 17 plus 6.
So, I mean, she's not outright lying to you or anything. Definitely seems like she's being forthright with her information.
So, if you were in this cave before the prison existed, who put you in the cave?
Who puts anyone anywhere, really? Grumpy bastard.
No, there's like a real answer to that question.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is. Fine. I was put here, through a, shall we say, disagreement with my colleagues. They wanted to all do one thing, and I disagreed.
What was the thing? If you don't mind me asking.
Sometimes people, they reach a certain point and they decide that that's enough for them, and they're good, and they're done. I find those people to be idiots.
Was
Magic is meant to be tested, magic
Mm.
is meant to be pushed, and secrets are meant to be revealed. Some of my colleagues didn't agree.
Is that how you got into this form? A form that never dies?
You could say that, yes.
Are your colleagues similarly endowed?
They, unfortunately for them, are not.
Hmm.
I mean, fat lot of good it's done you.
You could say that. But
Well, she also didn't expect to get in prison, so...
one thing you learn with lots of time on your hands is patience is a virtue and a skill.
What have you been
So are
thinking
you
about?
in here because you were immortal, or are you Are you in here because of what you did to become immortal?
Now that is a good question.
I bet.
Are you going to provide any answers?
I don't see a reason to.
I think
I mean,
it'd be a good reason
it's
to
not like
keep-
you're short for time.
Very true. You could say a little bit of both. I was originally put in here for what they considered what I did wrong. I've definitely not been let out of here since. That story, what was it? Someone told me a story about some woman, Pandora box. They clearly got it wrong. Some people will not open a box no matter how much temptation is offered. Some people just see something locked up and decide, well, it should stay locked up, I guess. She seems very bitter at this fact.
The point of that was that Pandora was created to fail.
Yeah, Pandora was literally created to open the thing. Like,
I realize, but it at least in this world, if that story so much as exists, she's heard it from like a sailor telling it in a bar
Mm.
2,000 years ago.
right.
Yeah, don't come for theater majors.
Dude,
As if we read all
I
of it.
live and breathe
it was-
Greek
I know.
mythology. I realize
know,
I'm
it
telling
was
it wrong.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
you've got at least 2 theater majors and an English major in here, so
I've
Mhm.
never been on a
okay.
stage in my life.
So what have you been thinking about for 2,000 years then?
Oh, this and that. What I want to do today. How much this hurts.
What
A
you
lot of how
want
much
to
this
do?
hurts. A lot of time it's just
Just
pain.
ouch.
How to escape. What I'm gonna do when I'm out.
What are you gonna do when you're out?
Oh, various things. Eat some food. I'm fucking hungry.
They don't feed you?
No.
Don't need to.
That's shitty.
You want to cross a lake of lava to give me some
Yeah, how are you
prison
gonna get the food
gruel?
across a living lake of lava?
Throw it!
I'll just catch it in my skeleton mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make it a game.
Yeah.
Do you know of
Well,
anyone?
we're here to do a thing, so let's
Yeah,
get
we
out
should
Yeah.
here.
probably
Yeah, we-
focus on
She-
doing
I-
the thing.
Have you heard or sensed anyone casting magic further below you?
Oh, that? Yeah, of course. It's kind of obvious.
Do you know who it is?
No clue. Can't really leave this cave.
Do you think that the guards know?
On that? I couldn't say, honestly. I think thinking they're in on it is giving them a little too much credit. Superstitious bastards don't even come down here much.
They probably don't go further down at all. Okay.
Yeah. It makes sense that they don't understand magic too
Mhm.
well.
Well, okay. So we need to go do our thing.
Mm-hmm.
If we survive, we'll come back and talk to you again.
Oh, lovely. I've been starved for conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Don't keep me waiting. And you see as she waves, you notice now that the wooden pole that she's been sitting on top of, perched above the lava, is significantly shorter than it was when you were starting talking to her.
Is it just like
What?
burning
It
or
is seemingly sinking into the lava, yes.
Oh, okay.
So it just continues to do that over and over again.
So you
Wow.
you can guess.
Wild. Okay. Well, yeah, let's head out.
Let's head
Yeah.
down those stairs.
Siri, leave me alone, please.
But I love you.
But I want to be your friend forever. Okay. Yeah, we head down the stairs, the stairs.
All right. So you begin walking down the stairs. The only sounds around you, seemingly strangely, as the prison is not without its noise, without screams or the sound of magic, arcane, electricity, whatever element. But as soon as you start descending the stairs, it seems all noise begins to fade away, except for the overwhelming and increasingly loud echoing sound of your footsteps against the stone.
Hmm.
Kiva is treading lightly.
Anna's trying to, but she probably isn't successful.
And you are, as you descend, it's descending in the steps. It's a clacking sound, the clack, tack, 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 until finally there's a tack, tack, spsh, as Ruby's foot first comes into contact with water.
I can put Fulber in that to look around.
Yeah, looking down, you see what appears to be a inky black, pitch black
Mm-mm.
water.
Mm-mm.
Almost like that space you were in before when you saw the giant and conversed with the giant eye.
I don't like this.
Wait, so we can't see it through any of it. We can't
Pitch
see,
black
like-
water.
I don't like that. I don't like dark water. Not in real life or fantasy. Yeah, I don't like it. Filbert, go first.
I'll send Fulber into it.
All right. Flilber goes into the water and begins to octopus his way around.
Can you?
I could
can
try
you
and wild
guess
shape into
anything?
one of those lizards that run on top of water.
That'd be so cool.
The Jesus lizards.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Jesus lizard.
So Flober, you see Flober floating around. The water seems to go reach down without a bottom. It's almost as if the prison went away and now there's just endless depths below. It seems ahead of you there is a passage and eventually a place to come up for air and continue onwards. But as you swim towards that passage and you look down, you could swear in the dark shadows below, in the depths of this water, you could see shapes moving.
I'm gonna send Flilbert towards those.
Okay. As you start to move Flilber away from the surface where all of you are standing and from the tunnel leading to the other side of this watery passage and down towards the depths, towards the darkness and the unknown terrors of the bottom of the ocean, towards the shadows moving. It's not long before some large, unrecognizable shape moves quicker than could be expected towards Flilber. There's a flash of teeth, of blood, and then nothing as Flilber disappears back into the ethereal sea.
Union rights for familiars. Jesus Christ. Or Flover always being killed like every episode of this campaign.
Flilbert's fine. I'm gonna try and mind link with the group, even if it's fuzzy.
Yeah, it seems to still work.
I tell them all of this.
I'm not happy about that.
So there's a passage to swim through and then come up for air.
There's a
somewhere?
passage seemingly to swim through and come up on the other side, yes.
I don't feel comfy with this. I'm very uncomfy with that.
I don't think any of us have felt comfortable since we got near this building. But I think we gotta do it.
Let me see if I have anything that somehow gives me swimming strength or something. I doubt I do. I don't think I do, but maybe we do.
I'm not high enough level to turn into anything with a swimming speed yet.
I don't. I don't want to. What if I just do animal friendship? I just whatever this thing is, I just charm it. And I'm like, hey.
It wasn't
I'm
thing.
willing to
Senna
bet that
described
it's
multiple,
drag.
many moving shapes down in the depths.
I charm all of them. Yeah.
Can I roll animal handling to ride one of them through the passage?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Again, and these are not like right. These are very deep down in the water.
So how far past the?
So it's like you dive in and there's this, open. It's like, there's the tunnel and then you come out from the stairwell and there's just this open chasm. And you could look down and it just seems to go endlessly down into the dark depths of the ocean below. Seemingly the prison has disappeared and now you are in this weird ocean subdimension.
Okay, so we...
You could continue straight ahead to this passage that seemingly comes up for air. Or, if you do want to do what Flober did, you can keep swimming down into the depths where there are mysterious, shadowy forms and shapes writhing and moving and swimming in the depths.
I think we should go to that passage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it didn't seem like they wanted to come up at all. It was only because Flipper went down.
Yeah, it didn't seem like anything came up to chase Flober.
Okay.
I bet those are the guards for whatever bigger is beneath them.
Okay, let's just go to the passage. Yeah. Let's just do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to go fight those things.
Probably a good call.
I don't even like kelp touching my leg in the water. Just like something with teeth and like shadowy that I can't even see. I just don't like that. I don't like that at all. Someone is having a great time.
Yeah,
over
let's go down the tunnel. Or the
Okay.
passage or whatever it is.
You all submerge yourself in the inky black water and begin to swim forward towards the small speck of light ahead of you, the only beacon in this absolute darkness of the chasm around you.
Anglerfish.
It's basically like swimming.
there.
It's basically like swimming underwater across something like the Marianas Trench.
Oh my god. I love that Felix, like, you flipped your head over, it's like anglerfish.
You-
It
Look,
was very
look,
dramatic.
you say there is a little spot of light and we are in an ocean. That is what I am automatically
Yeah.
going.
Oh yeah. It's basically as soon as you get to the center, Kiva, you basically feel like it's unfathomably deep under you, and if you're not sure if there's a bottom. So
Hannah
your
swims
best
faster.
choice is to keep swimming forward.
Just swimming.
And as you
Just
continue
keep
to swim and
I have a
disturb,
dagger out, by the way.
and disturb the water in front of you, you
Mm.
get towards the passageway, begin to crawl through, but you could swear something in the depths is watching you.
No, we keep going. I don't like it. We
Try to keep-
going.
Kiva's like, okay, we gotta try and keep our movements like as slow or not slow, but like as smooth and as possible, and try not to disturb the water as much as possible. Just keep
Yep.
it
Uh,
natural.
As you reach the edge of the passage, you all begin to pull yourself through the passage and away from the empty chasm behind you. Just to see how the last two are swimming. Kiva and Anna, I'd like you to both make me dexterity checks.
Oh no, why me?
Can I give one of them the help action or anything?
You don't need to
cannot,
help
no.
me. Well, that's 22. I've been rolling well today. And
I don't wanna.
roll, Kit.
Okay, that's okay. In 18.
All right, you both manage to calm the rising panic within you as you
Anna's
can
crying.
swear you feel something with its eyes upon you. But you continue to force yourself to be calm and swim slowly and calmly pull yourself through the gap without incident.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, that's how nervous I am. I'm just like, I don't like that.
Away from the depths below.
And
Like,
now where do we find ourselves?
You pull yourselves up through the opening above you and find yourselves in a it's something that seems like this should be where the prison is still. It's almost as if before something happened, this was still the prison. You see the prison walls, and occasionally you see parts of different prison cells and parts of prisoners stuck in places. Even if they're imprisoned, they shouldn't be. Some prisoners halfway in walls, some prisoners limbs coming from different parts of the cell. It's almost as if the cell, the prisoners, and the natural cave around you all tried to occupy the same space at once, and instead of one of them deciding they were the space that it was going to occupy, all of them decided to fuse into one thing and try to take up the exact same space, overlapping each other.
I don't like that either. I'm not a happy
is
camper.
there any way to find, like, could Ruby like meditate again and see where the ritual is gonna?
If Ruby desires.
Well, is there anything we can see normally?
Yeah, I mean, normally you see ahead of you the cave, the prison cave system stretching outwards. You see, cells and prisoners in different states of normalcy or disrepair, as well as you see two paths, one leading to the right and one leading to the left. The right one seemingly is a continuation of this very same cave prison hallway type system, and the one to the left, while continuing, is seemingly more towards the prison system. The walls are still lined with stone, and it seems the jail cells are a little bit more defined.
Yeah, I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic if I can.
Sure.
And then try and find which direction that the ritual is coming from.
So as you finish casting your ritual, you see that there are strands of the ritual seemingly coming from both passages.
Boo.
No one has to locate person or anything, right?
I think I have guidance, but let me check.
That's not what that does, I don't think.
No, locate.
No.
I don't think any of us have locate person, and even if we did, I don't know if it would help since 12 has been literally wiped from the existence of fate.
I guess, yeah. Well, I was thinking actually of looking for Ramus, but does anyone have any preference?
I like left better. In general, I think it's better direction.
Okay.
Go left.
So no one
No
else
opinion?
has any input. Let's go left. Sure.
Okay. So you head down the left path. And this was the path that was much more paved with stone, I believe. You head down and you walk towards. You continue to walk as you peer into different jail cells. Some still containing prisoners and operating as normal. Some where it seems the prisoner has perished as the containment system failed in some way, some catastrophic way. And finally, in the distance, you hear muttering coming from one of the cells.
What kind of... Oh.
And as you approach it, you see what appears to be a aged and old man with with disheveled hair and an unkept beard, in what appears to be a seemingly normal jail cell. The cuffs that chained him to the wall are broken, and he is curled in the corner before noticing you and continuing to chant and speak as he goes, the mad king, the mad crown leads to a mad prince, an angry pair, and he just continues to stare and mutter and speak in words that mean nothing.
Eva clears their throat.
A small, a large, a fly, a ship, a sailor. And he looks at you.
Hello?
And he nods, not talking.
I think we should keep going.
You
Man, I wish I had detect thoughts.
You come, but there is no hole, there is no go, there is no raft, and if no raft, there is no shore, and if there is no shore, there is no leave, and if there is no leave, there is no sailors, and if there is no... You come from the crown.
I'm sorry?
And with this, he seems to lighten up and to almost like be able to find his feet again as he slowly standing goes, yes, you come from the crown to reach the shore, to come from the boat to reach the leaves and make Yes, and you've come to free the heart from the depths of the icy surface. I see.
I think he thinks we're someone else. But he knows what's going on. Anna kind of gets kind of closer to the bars of the prison, but like doesn't get close enough that he could like reach and like grab her and ask, who did you see anybody down here besides us? Anyone else from the crown?
The crown. There was, and he seems to think for himself. There was it was just, for a while it was me, and then there were more. There was bodies and 12 ravens before a cloud of smoke. Mysterious happenings, and then the ravens were gone. No, not ravens. A ship. An ice pick. A drill.
Did they maybe find the heart actually where it was cold? Like actually, it was like actually under ice? Were you one of the people that found
No,
it?
is this where the heart was kept before the crown got it?
12. There were 12 ravens, but
What happened to them?
never. No, there was never 12 ravens. The
It
ravens
was
were
just someone named 12.
What happened to 12?
No, I'm wrong. The 12 ravens were never here. There is no 12 ravens. They came to the ship to get the leaves. To get the leave, they come to the shore. To come to the shore, they need the key. To get the key, they open the door. To open the door, they get the leave. To get the leave, they come to the boat. To get the boat, they come to the...
What is the leave?
He seems to just be lost in his chanting at this point.
What is the leaf? We just
This
repeat.
isn't 12, is it?
They need the leave to come to the shore to get...
Why? Why do they need it?
Well, you need the leave to get... Or the captain will be angry, and if you don't have the leave, then you don't get permission to go, and you don't get permission to go with your leave, then you can't leave.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
That hit my computer, and that's a nat 1.
Oh.
So
Can I also roll insight?
Sure.
my computer success.
13.
So, best you can figure, you remember that once one of your cousins who worked in the military for a while was able to come home on what was a military leave, but that's best you can figure.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're not actual leaves, like actual like you were
Mhm.
thinking like
No,
like
not-
foliage, but
not,
it's
like-
leave, I guess, and you get leave in order to leave for a time. Okay.
Were you one of the sailors that went with Remus?
Oh.
The wolf is not here. There is no wolf. There is no... I was never on a ship.
The raven took the wolf.
12 ravens and a wolf, but now just a wolf. No 12 ravens. 12 ravens were never here. It was just the
Where
wolf.
is the wolf?
Where's the wolf? Where'd the wolf go? Who is the wolf? I don't know. The wolf is gone. The wolf disappeared. The wolf went down into the depths and then was never seen again. There is no more wolf. The wolf is gone. The wolf is gone. The wolf is gone. The wolf is gone.
The wolf is not gone. You're going to find the wolf. Are you the sailor?
Never a sailor of ships, only a sailor of dreams, only a sailor of ideas, never a sailor of ships, only a sailor of men, never a sailor of ships.
Can I try and mind link with this person?
Sure, you can try.
I don't think that's a good idea, but go for it.
What am I rolling?
Roll insight.
Well, that's an 18 plus 6.
Okay,
Plus
so
6.
you manage to break into the... It's almost as if you're trying to land in the middle of a typhoon, but somehow you manage to find purchase into this man's head. And you see a great ship carrying people, and then it's no longer a ship, and that ship is now a person sitting in a tavern surrounded by men, and he's laughing, and the men are signing papers, and he's giving them money, and then it's no longer a tavern and there's money, but there's suddenly a ritual, and the ritual flashes, and there's a flash of red, and a flash of black, and a flash of white, a bone white, and then there's no longer a ritual. Instead, there's an endless calm ocean. And the ocean is calm for but a second before the storm begins and waves begin to crash and broil and thunder begins to clap. And then the ocean disappears and it's ice and a sheet of ice over the ocean. And then the ice seemingly cracks as a great steel object falls upon the ice with a loud cracking sound and popping sound as the ice groans and gives way to this shadowy form that looms up over everything and blots out the world. And then you're thrust out of their mind and back into your own body.
Were you of the crown?
No, never the crown. Just on my own. A sailor adrift, a sailor ashore, a sailor to bring those who a lighthouse to lead those to shore? No, no, and he seems lost for words again.
Where is the ritual?
Down, deep, down.
We are deep down. Down further?
To where sight is no longer sight and sound is no longer yours, to a place where thoughts and ships and dreams and down, further
We
down.
have to go to the bottom of that pit.
Well, this also isn't, you guys didn't reach a dead end. The hallway continues further on from where you are. This is just a cell in the hall.
Because I don't really.
Yeah, this is not a dead end.
Okay, good.
I'm just. Sound is no longer yours. Like, obviously, they're listening. I mean, he's talking about this place.
Yeah. Can I want to try and not mind link with him, but like push a message into his head.
Okay.
I want to try and tell him to sleep.
Take a nap.
Okay,
take 10.
so... Okay. Voices commanding dreams, commanding... The world says sleep. The world says sleep. The world says sleep. And he lies down on the floor.
Is he asleep?
Seemingly he's trying to go to sleep.
Okay. Good man. Okay.
Can I try and meditate
Sure.
and try and see him?
Okay. I love how our party just keeps them like, let's just talk to every single person we come across. That's
I
interesting.
want to help
while,
this
like,
guy.
Well, like, but like we should focus on helping the world, not break.
Yeah, but he clearly has information.
I think he knew 12, and when 12 was erased from existence, that
Broke
I
him
mean,
more.
somehow he got confused because he's talking about the 12 ravens. That's obviously 12. He's saying that the 12 ravens were never there. That's whatever happened when
Mm-hmm.
12 was destroyed, and he said Remus is gone, but he
I
said
want
that
to.
they were here at least.
Yeah,
You-
I want to like look in the dream world for like any intact, coherent memories or dreams or anything coherent.
Okay, so you find that there are snippets and scenes, but they're not. It's strange. They're not connected to this person. It's almost as if these images and scenes are floating throughout the space around you in the air and just occasionally passing by through this person's head and leaving again. As you look around, it's almost as if this entire space, this entire not fully real space is surrounded with just thoughts and dreams and images and people, just pieces and snippets, carvings, and it's almost as if you are in a living, breathing subconscious.
So am I getting the sense that this is not, none of what he is saying is his own
You get the feeling
memories?
like it is this person's own experiences, their own memories, but maybe not altogether theirs.
So I don't know if there's any way for me to know this, but is like is what is happening here like an echo of whatever 12 used to be? Like,
You couldn't say for sure, but you definitely don't want to rule it out.
okay. This is wild. Um I think I'm gonna leave, like wake up and like tell them what I learned and then also just suggest that we move forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know this guy's name.
You can ask him.
Yeah. I'm gonna say like, "Hey, wake up," or whatever, because I'm assuming he's still asleep.
Yeah, he wakes up quite quickly. Ah!
What is your name?
Dreams within dreams. Don't ask questions. The questions come from thoughts, from hopes, from a name. A name is a word. A word is
A name is a word that is you. Who are you?
Who am I? An image, a fading.
There was one word that people call you. What do people call you?
I am. I. This person seems to be lost in thought as you're asking questions about them, as they grasp for answers.
What is your name?
A name.
Not a name, your name.
Your name. Your name. Possession. A sailor has treasure, and that treasure is a name, and the name is sacred, for if the name is known, the Trinculo. Trinculo is a name.
Trinculo. Is that your name?
This person smiles when you say Trinculo. Trinculo, yes. Yes.
Trincula. Thank you, Trinculo.
A name. Trinculo, a name. A secret. A name. With a name, you can find an answer. In an answer, you can find a purpose. In a purpose, you can find a thread. In a thread, you can find a string. And a string, you can find a spool. And a spool is to be unraveled. And he nods at you. He looks at you almost excitedly, like expectantly, like you know exactly what he's saying.
Just a nod, and I say, "Yeah,
Yeah.
find that spool, buddy."
Let's keep going.
All right.
All right. As you leave the cell, Trinculo follows.
He's in this. Well, I thought he was in a cell.
Yeah, the door's not closed.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm just like, Trinculo, if you want to come with us, you have to be quiet.
Quiet, silent, a whisper, a secret. Yes, a secret. I can get
A secret.
a
Yes.
secret.
Okay, let's go.
Wow. Okay.
Some maximum security prison.
Okay. Yeah, we keep going down this hall.
Okay. You continue down the hall, and the stone walls of the prison seem to start to warp and compress, and much like the first floor, you start to see faces and bodies within the walls, but instead of ones frozen in tableaus of fear or terror, you see people in conversation, a woman laughing, a man at play throwing a ball, a child and a dog playing. It's almost like images of people or moments frozen in time carved into this wall.
But they're not. They're actual people, right? Or are they just in?
As far as you can tell, these aren't people. It's just
Oh, okay.
memories,
That's weird.
ideas, impressions, things floating around this, as best as Ruby can describe it, subconscious.
How is this more confusing than the nightmare hellscape that was?
Right.
Well,
The
because we came
monastery.
into this expecting some sort of physical thing, not whatever
Yeah,
the hell.
whatever I had thought was going to happen today, none of this was it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wasn't expecting the Twilight Zone.
How much
Second.
further down does this hallway go?
It seems to lead down to about 10 feet longer before you come across what appears to be a large arched doorway.
Is there any sign as to what might be past it?
There's no sun. You can't see anything, as there appears to be a bright light coming from it, but just past it you could swear you hear cheers, a large crowd cheering and chanting and applauding, yelling.
Is there any way to see, like, I know there's a bright light.
Yeah, I mean, if you stand there, your eyes can adjust to the light, and it appears in front of you, there appears to be stairs leading down, and directly in front of those stairs appears to be some kind of metal mesh that looks out upon a large open expanse surrounded by rows and rows of thousands upon thousands of seats, all looking down into this central arena, cheering and yelling and clapping for whatever is going on in there.
Odd. Can I roll insight?
Sure.
17.
You're definitely somewhere.
Like on the cheers, like see, like if
Oh, yeah, they're
like, what they're saying, or like
they're not saying anything. They're just like, yeah, woo, go, get him.
interesting.
So we're
Fight Club?
are we looking at this from above or from like a?
It appears you are currently at the level of the spectators, but the stairs in front of you are leading down.
I
Mm.
don't like this. I'm gonna turn to our buddy and be like, Trinculo, do you know where the heart is?
He points forward.
Fuck. Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
Down we go.
Okay. You descend through the stairs, out into the bright light before you, and find yourself, as your eyes adjust to the light and the sudden rush of fresh air in front of you, and you find yourself inside the ring of a great coliseum. Thousands of spectators above you cheering and yelling as a booming voice. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like our next challengers have entered the ring. Welcome to the Coliseum of Fates, where your future will be decided. Who steps forward? Who will walk out victorious? And will this party be able to find what they've been looking for? The
Man, what
gates
the fuck?
behind you close.
What the fuck?
As in front of you, you hear a creaking and grinding sound as slowly the portcullis begins to rise. And from just beyond, you hear a hissing.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear behind you going, hissing, serpents. Serpents at sea, serpents in the water, serpents on land. And then there's a as the mumbling dies out, the cheers grow louder as in front of you a foot comes forward, scaled and clawed. Another one emerges from the shadow. Then a long serpent-like head. And another. And another. And another. Until 5 serpentine
We find
heads
a fucking Hydra.
The Hydra.
on a large body walks forth from the arena, hissing and spitting in different directions. Each head of the snake a different color as it glares down at you.
Oh no, it's Tiamat.
What?
No, it's not Tiamat, but it definitely
Wait.
looks similar to Tiamat.
Oh fuck. Okay. I was just like, wait, what?
And you are now fighting Tiamat. Get fucked. As this Hydra's each snake
TPK.
on this Hydra's head is a different color as it glares down at you. Each
Wait,
of
are
the
we in the
heads
arena?
You
Yes!
Yeah.
are all
I
coming into
completely missed it.
focus, looking at your group.
How do
And
you
it-
kill a Hydra again?
And I kind of just like hold.
I
her
know you
hand out.
can't cut off the heads.
I think you have to like burn the heads before it grows back or
You have to
something.
pull, like, burn the stump. Anna kind of holds her hand out weakly to Ruben. Goes, "I'd like my hammer now, please."
Yeah, I immediately dump all our weapons out of the ring.
And as you all prepare for combat, we will continue
Yeah.
this next week because we don't have time for a full boss fight.
Woo!
Woo! Wow. Okay. Well, a lot of shit happened today.
Holy shit, that's a lot. Wow.
Senna is just.
I wonder what would have happened if we had taken the right hallway.
Oh no.
The same thing. That's the trick.
No,
You
that's
might-
boring.
If I were DMing,
Find
it would have been the
out.
exact same thing.
It is not, actually. I will tell you
Oh,
for a
shit.
fact, it is not the same thing.
Oh no.
Okay.
We start booking it back up the stairs, back to the
I don't
other
think
hallway.
I've ever been as
Book
afraid
it.
as when I thought that it was Tiamat.
Oh, fuck, it's Tiamat!
I was like, no, that's a level 20 fight. We're not ready for that.
You are now fighting against the evil goddess of chromatic dragons. Have fun.
Yeah.
No.
Can I ride them?
Sure. Are you a Githyanki? Githyanki? Githyaxi. Which was the one
What?
that rides the dragons?
Githyanki and Githzerai. I don't know which one.
I think
it
it's the
is.
Githyanki that ride the dragons. The red dragons.
I want to ride the dragon.
I don't know very much about those.
Yeah.
Those.
Did
Well, I
did
mean, I think they both ride dragons. I think the Githyanki are the warrior cast, and the Githyazi are the mage cast, I believe. I think.
I just want to
gets
ride a
to ride
dragon.
Huh?
Well, okay. Well, thank you to everyone that's been watching our stream. It's been a
Yeah.
wild session. We got taken to jail. We met immortal people, and we're now fighting a goddamn Hydra.
Yeah,
At least it's not
they
Tiamat.
entered
That'd be great.
somewhere.
Somewhere.
Kind of hates Wizard Prison.
Yeah, Wizard Prison. Wizard Prison mixed with a very, very powerful and very ancient ritual is a weird place.
Yeah, it's
Wizard
Twilight, it's the
Prison
Twilight Zone.
Right now seems a
know.
lot like the Grand Artificer's place. I gotta be honest, it seems like exactly the same.
Think more. My real inspiration. Think more. If anyone knows SCP containment facilities.
God.
Yeah.
Secure containment
What is
center.
this?
Oh, kid.
Oh, Kit.
Just look
Yeah,
up
but that's basically my inspiration for this prison is
Go to
SCP facility.
SCP Wiki.
Yeah.
Or
You
just look up
will-
SCP Wiki
this is
and
or
hit the
or,
random article
or
button.
look up a YouTuber called the Volgan. The
Okay.
Volgan.
Or if you want to see a super silly version,
The
look
Vulcan.
up Drawfee SCP.
Oh yeah, Drawfee's great.
I love
But no,
Drawfee.
SCPs
nice.
are. I am obsessed with SCPs, Kit.
Okay. I will look this up.
Which one is your
And-
favorite, Will?
Felix, your audio. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, I love
That is
that.
amazing.
I remember you showing me that one.
But yeah, you guys now are going to be facing off against a Hydra.
cool.
You have a new friend
Fun.
Yeah.
who's
Yeah, I
Uh,
wonder what he can do.
a
It's
great
Trinculo,
conversation. Yeah,
Kinda
Trinculo.
like that Shakespeare play.
That's exactly where I took the name from. Yes,
Lovely.
Trinculo's a great guy,
Wait, which
great person.
play was this?
The Tempest, I think.
Oh,
I
not
believe
read
that's
The
where Trinculo's
Tempest.
from.
Yeah.
It was
think
either going to
so.
be Trinculo or Malvolio.
Anyways, thank you to
so-
everyone that's oh my god, I love that book. Thank you to everyone that's been watching. Thank you to Andy Panda for sticking with us again. Thank you to Kylie, Kylie Girl for hanging out with us. Thank you to everyone else that's just been lurking. Thank you to anybody that
Thank you
has
all, and we
found
will
the
see
art thing
you
interesting.
next week. Same bat time, the same bat place.
yeah. We'll try not to die. Oh. Trinculo.
Yep, Trinculo.
Trinculo.
Jester.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Uh,
was the whatever the Caliban. I was Caliban in the Tempest.
Oh, Caliban's fun.
That was fun.
That's a fun one.
That actually got me a understudy role at Cal Shakes.
Oh,
Nice.
congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you
I
to
hope-
everyone.
I hope you all enjoyed our stream, and
Oh, you're
we will
muted.
see
muted.
you next week.
And bye.